Hello Exile and welcome back to Before You Buy. Today we'll be going over the random new supporter pack we got. The Cursed Supporter pack. And let me tell you, even though I knew this has been coming for a couple weeks now, it still feels really weird to be getting something in the middle of the league like this. Like a supporter pack. I mean, I get it. I get it that GGG wants to like capitalize on all of the December events and all the interest that's going to generate. And they also want to like reinforce the Nexus partnership that was started a year ago now? Something like that. Anyway, it's weird, but I get it. So anyway, we'll put it through its paces. We'll take a look at the armor set. We'll go over the supporter pack composition, talk a little bit about what is included, and whether or not it's a good value, because I've seen some discussion about that. But yeah. Now, the Curse set is very clearly a Pirate's armor set. Couple interesting things I noticed about it. This is the first armor set that we've ever received that has a completely different color palette for the male and female classes. I'd be very interested to see going forward whether or not that becomes a standard. Let me know how you feel about that. If you would rather they had given us like two versions of the armor and you could equip either one, like two different color swaps, or if you like this kind of like the you know, Ranger Witch Scion gets one and the other guys get the other. I don't know. Let me know how you feel about that. The other thing that's really interesting, and this is the first armor set that I know of that has a circumstantial in-game model. That's what I'm going to call it. Anyway, it has a peg leg, but the peg leg only works when you're wearing the actual armor. Kind of interesting. I think I would have preferred if the peg leg was just the peg leg all the time, but I don't know about like the technical requirements required to make that happen. If there would be like super bad clipping because of like the leg mod. I don't know. Regardless, it's interesting. It's cool. Now, something else that I thought that was really, really interesting about this armor set was the coloration of it. Now, previously, our other pirate armor set, the Corsair set, whatever you want to call it, the one that most closely resembles this, was all just red throughout, was very cohesive, very affluent design. This is a hodgepodge, but I think that's better. And let me tell you why. So in the real world, like actual pirates in the real, you know, in the Middle Ages, like 14th to 17th century England, pirates. Pirate clothes were... You see, the fabrics that were used in pirates' clothing, they really depended on, one, how wealthy the pirates were, and two, what had been stolen that was available. You see, being out on the ocean like that all the time, there isn't really like a ton of choice. You kind of had to cobble together whatever you could find for you, yourself, your seamen, your crew. Like, it's a hodgepodge. And add to that the fact that pirates that were successful or wealthy quite obviously would have taken great delight in supplanting the sumptuary laws of the time. You see, in England in those ages, there were social class laws that dictated what you could wear. And somebody that was a social outcast, like a pirate who stole what they wanted, obviously would wear what they want, caring not for the law. It's just an interesting little detail that, like, it's mismatched, it's random colors, it's a hodgepodge, but there's also, like, elements of wealth and fancy in there. I just it's incredible attention to detail, and I love that about this armor set. I think that's great. Amazing improvement on the design. So anyway, random history lesson, back to the game. I like the set. I think the set is amazing. Let's talk a little bit about how you get it. So the Nexus, Nexus.gg is a partnership program between GGG, obviously, the Nexus site, and the Path of Exile creator community, however you want to define us. Each creator has their own little store. They put items in their store, and then you purchase items on that store to then unlock in-game, kind of bypassing GGG's own in-game store, with Nexus acting as like a third party. And then the creator gets a part of the cut, Nexus gets a part of the cut, and GGG gets the rest. Now, previously, you were only able to buy in-game armor sets at their full price or their sale price, like if they were on sale, but you weren't able to use in-game currency, and it was just the one armor set. So like there wasn't any kind of like hiding behind arbitrary points for prices. It was just like, hey, Nerf, I want the Myrmidon armor set. Okay, that's fine. Pay $42 for it. And it kind of, I'd say from that angle, left a little bit of a bad taste, especially in like my mouth, because the whole point of like an online MTX store, especially in the modern age, is that they use the arbitrary point value system to value the currency so that you don't feel as bad spending as much on an armor set as you would otherwise. You open up the Path of Exile shop and you're like 420 points. Like, what is that in real money? Like, you know, the value of 420 points in your brain isn't the same as the value of $42 in your brain because like your brain knows what $42 is and feels like and what it can buy in the real world. 420 points is completely arbitrary. Now, I think a supporter pack from the Nexus system is a step in the right direction. There's just a small problem with that. Where's the rest of the supporter pack? And I don't mean that in a mean way. I just think that the Cursed Supporter pack is empty compared to other supporter packs of a similar price point. And I think it's valid that it is less valuable to purchase than like another, like say the Liege Supporter pack. Liege comes with a whole bunch of crap. And Cursed Supporter pack is just the armor, the footsteps, the alternate helm, and the monkey. And then 200 points, as opposed to an armor, a portal, an alternate helm, maybe a back attachment, some, you know, a banner, a portrait, blah, 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 blah. You know, all of the usual things that come in a supporter pack. And from a developer point of view, I think that makes sense. They have to make up the lost value of hosting this through a third-party site to support other people and losing a cut of their profits that way. But from a consumer point of view, and we are consumers, I'm a consumer, you're a consumer, that's why you're watching this video. From a consumer point of view, that is not what you want to see. You're trading value for the ability to support your favorite creator. And then, of course, that puts you in the position of like, well, if I want to support GGG and buy MTX, I'll just buy MTX and get the one that I want. If I want to support my creator, I will just support them monetarily or otherwise through an avenue of my choosing, and they'll get 100% of the value from that support, or, you know, whatever cut through whatever, like if you're, you know, Twitch subs 50-50, PayPal is like 97.3, depending on the cut that it takes to process the fee, whatever. But, yeah, so it kind of puts you in a weird spot as a consumer. Now, if you are in the spot that this is the set that you want and it happens to be on Nexus and there happens to be a creator on there that you really, really like, say me, I got mine from Zizaran because I think Zizaran does a lot for the community and I think he deserves a little bit of extra cut. But the same $60 that bought this gave me comparably less value than if I had spent it on like a Liege supporter pack or a Dread supporter pack or a Who the Hell Cares supporter pack. So I think that's where most of like the community concern has coming from. And I don't really want to put myself on either side of that. Like I understand both sides, but I can't understand the frustration that you would feel as a consumer. And I would very much understand if like most people chose not to engage with this, like this content, this supporter pack. Like I would understand. I completely get it. That's your choice. And I'm happy that you you know, feel that way and you vote with your wallet. Like that's what I say. Vote with your wallet. Everybody says that. I don't say that. Everybody says that. It's a good practice. So anyway, yeah, so that's cool. That's cool. Nexus is kind of like an interesting spot. If you do want to support the series and you do want the set, consider getting it off my Nexus or one of the other creators that are really, really cool. Like I said, I got mine from Ziz. I'll just include a link to the post that has everybody's stores that has it, like the GGG post, and you can just look through and, you know, if you want it, there you go. That's like an easy way to find everybody's stores. If you like want to support like Badger or Lance or Adam or whoever. I'll see you guys for the core sets, I guess. That would be the next, either that or January's, like the January expansion supporter packs. I don't know. I already quit the league. Like I quit the league 3 weeks into it because I got bored of trying to crangle things that actually had interesting implicits. Kind of sad about that, but oh well. Hopefully next league is cooler. As always, I appreciate you guys watching, and have fun in the races. You know, don't die too much.